The Biden administration has made a statement of administration policy saying that they strongly oppose the passage of House Resolution Bill 109. Ryan, what is this? What's 109? What's going on here?
Yeah, basically, this is Biden saying that they are going to veto this House resolution bill. Okay. And
so there's a bill in the House.
Yeah, this is a bill in the House. We'll get to that in a second. But I think that this is the most explicit FU that we've seen from the Biden administration directly against crypto. It's like most of the time it's been through kind of like the SEC or FinCEN, Treasury, all of these things. This is Biden actually saying, hey, if this legislation comes to my desk, I will veto it. So let's talk about let's give some background on this, because House Resolution 109, like, what is this? Okay, so the background context right now is in today's environment, U.S. banks can't really custody crypto. And the reason why, I don't know if people know this, but it's because about 2 years ago, so this is March in 2022, the SEC, again, it's Gary, the SEC pushed through an obscure accounting rule. This was called SAB 102. And in the words of the banks, this is the bank saying that, this is not me, SAB 102 effectively precludes banks from offering digital asset custody at scale, since placing the value of client assets on their balance sheet will impact certain capital, liquidity, and other prudential requirements. It basically means no U.S. bank can custody crypto, because if they do, they have to house all of the reserves. It messes up their accounting. It basically is a loophole to make it impossible for banks to custody assets. And there's two notes on this that are important going into this. This is not how any other asset is treated. For custodians, there's all sorts of custodial assets out there, from property, rentals, securities, all of these things. This accounting requirement is not required for any other thing other than digital assets, other than crypto, right? Because that would be crazy. It's the custodial service is sort of a known thing. So this is an exclusion for crypto. And also, the way the SEC did this back in March 2022 was sneaky, over the top sneaky. They didn't do administrative procedural rulemaking. You do rulemaking with commentary. That's what the law requires, right? They didn't sneaky backdoor way, and they just pushed it in. So what's happening right now, David, in real time, is Congress caught wind of all of this, the SAB 102 thing, because they didn't really realize what was going on. They're busy. They're focusing on many things, I suppose, and they're trying to reverse it. Okay, so they're trying to reverse SAB 102. That's the House resolution that you just mentioned, and that's what's being that's what's in front of Congress right now. And then this is Biden saying, "Hey, if you guys pass this in Congress, if it gets through the House and Senate, I will veto it." And the Biden administration says he would veto it because it would disrupt the SEC's work to protect investors in crypto assets markets and to safeguard the broader financial system. So that's the reason he's giving to veto it. So what's happening right now is this bill is in the House. It actually, just as of yesterday, it passed. So it passed the House. You got to pass the House, and then it goes to the Senate.
And we want it to pass. We like passing. That's good for us.
We want it to pass just because banks are private institutions. They should have the ability to custody crypto assets as well.
What do banks do? Banks custody stuff.
Yeah, obviously, we favor bankless, custody of your own keys, but there are situations where you want a custodial service to house your private keys, and that's okay too. We don't want an Operation Choke Point type of situation. Anyway, this passed, and look at the numbers here. 207 Republicans in the House and 21 Democrats. What's significant is actually the number of Democrats that voted for this. Right. Because they have to go very much against the Elizabeth Warren party line.
That's
to
21
kind of
Democrats
focus.
that defected from the party lines of the establishment Democrats.
Yes, basically.
This is Jake Stravinsky who's commenting, SAB 121 is illogical and illegal. The SEC adopted it in violation of the CRA and APA for no reason other than to harm the crypto industry. The White House should have walked away from this mess instead of doubling down on attacking U.S. companies. Not smart in an election year. So this goes back to our episode that we did with a lot of people gave us great feedback on this one episode with Joe Lubin and the consensus case against the SEC, where Joe Lubin is just putting on saying the quiet part out loud. This is a conspiracy to just completely suppress crypto out of the Biden administration. And in an election year, Biden is saying, hey, just we're doing the full suppression. Like, no, you don't enter crypto assets into our traditional financial system. Banks, I know your guys' one job is to custody stuff, but you can't custody crypto. We are enforcing that choice upon you. And then meanwhile, Gary Gensler, like an arm of the Biden administration, is issuing Wells notices to any company that touches crypto. So it's just a full suppression of the industry.
Well, and here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me is why are they doing this before November, right? Even if Biden loses the election, I mean, he's still in office after November. Why not like pass it then?
Because like who is the marginal voter that's like, oh, Biden is suppressing the crypto industry, I'm going to vote for him because of that.
Exactly.
Who is that voter?
So I asked Jake Cinsky this question, like, what are they thinking over there? Why are they going full Kim Jong-un on crypto before November? Like, how does this make sense? And Jake's take is it's an exercise in partisan wagon circling. The administration can't admit the SEC has done anything wrong, and the Democrats have to oppose the Republicans.
So dumb.
It's super dumb.
So let's get into the Trump response to this, because Trump was asked a crypto question about like how his approach to crypto is. And you can just tell it is a direct response like, oh, the Democrats don't like crypto. Well, therefore, I like it.
Yeah.
And you should vote for me because of it.
Let's play this.
Let's play the video. Yeah.
And, Biden doesn't even know what it is. If you ask Biden, sir, are you for or against crypto? What's that? What the? Get me off the stage. He's saying, get me off the stage. No, he has no idea. But look, Gensler is very much against it. The Democrats are very much against it. And I say this, a lot of people are very much for it, probably a lot of the people in this group. And I'm fine with it. I want to make sure it's good and solid and everything else, but I'm good with it. And if you like crypto in any form, and it comes in a lot of different forms, if you're in favor of crypto, you better vote for Trump.
So, David, what that does is this makes crypto an election issue.
Yep.
And this is back to...
And they just gave Trump the silver platter of like the crypto single issue voter. If you are a crypto single issue voter, like Biden wants to ban it. Gary Gensler wants to ban it. Gary Gensler is Biden, and Trump just said, like, well, I don't. He doesn't even have to follow through on supporting it. He just has to not ban it.
100%. It's just the game theory of it. If the Democrats are
free
saying one
votes
thing
for the Trump administration,
he's gonna go to the other side and try to get votes and try to appeal to this demographic. And the question of can you trust Trump or not to like follow through on his promise?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter at this point in time. It's become an election issue, and it's going to be a piece of it. I mean, this leads to the question that a lot of people are asking is like, okay, what happened here? Like, do the Democrats hate crypto? We've kind of seen the trajectory of this a little bit. And one thing I'll just say to people is like, not all Democrats hate crypto. You can actually go to the Coinbase Stand with Crypto website, which is fantastic, and you like sort by Democrats and their stance on crypto as like pro crypto, and you can see a lot of folks here, like a lot of like we've talked to members of Congress. Richie Torres is a Democrat who is in favor of crypto, so it's definitely not all of them, but it does seem to be a strong contingent, particularly with access into the executive branch of the Biden White House, the anti-crypto army led by Elizabeth Warren, that are really pushing down these positions. So it's
the establishment Democrats. It's the incumbent Democrats.
I don't even know if we know where Biden like truly stands on this issue. Or
I don't think Biden cares. I don't think he has an opinion on it.
So in the absence of not having a strong opinion, right, that decision kind of gets delegated to the Elizabeth Warrens of the world and the anti-crypto army, right? And so
this is where Joe Lubin says the banking sector, the incumbents have found their wedge into the political sphere through the Elizabeth Warren incumbent Democrats types who have the ear of Biden.
That's right. And it is interesting you say wedge, because it is a wedge issue. I think some people will just say, well, like, okay, sure, the Bankless podcast cares about these issues, and there are like some like greater than 0% of single issue crypto voters, but really it's not going to swing any election, right? This doesn't matter. And that's why they're doing it. So like they can do all of this stuff because they know crypto voters don't participate or don't care, or there's not enough of them. There's actually some interesting data on that that's been put out last week by Paradigm. Really interesting poll that fills in some blanks. Basically, 31% of voters, this is a poll for just swing states, like the states that matter for Biden. If 31% of votes in the swing states are crypto positive, and 40% of them say it's a major issue. So if you kind of distill that, that's about 12% of the electorate overall. That is crypto
big.
positive, and also says it's a major issue for them. So
Wow.
12% is not small, David.
No, that's huge, dude.
especially in
I kind of didn't expect that. This is a poll coming out of the Blockchain Association, so there's a conflict of neutrality there.
For sure.
But like, still, if that is at all
What if it's
directionally
5%?
correct,
What if it's like
if it
exactly.
was 5%, I would still be impressed.
Well, because some of the elections in some of these swing states are going to be so tight. So to me, this is like a complete self-own move.
This is a huge
by the
blunder.
Democrats. And wow, I guess crypto just became an election issue, and we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. This is these are facts and circumstances that I will not be bringing up with my family. If you enjoyed all of that, then you'll absolutely love the Bankless newsletter. Join over 300,000 fellow readers, all for free. Click below to sign up.